So now, emotional is a big thing that we're going to do. Now, more and more and more, the West discovered that if you learn how to smile into the organs, especially if you go a little bit deeper, especially if you know any emotion arises from what organs, and you're smiling into the organs, you dissolve a lot of things. And that alone prevents you getting sick, and that alone prevents you, it's not one day happen. In the long term, eventually it can cause cancer. But if you smile and relax and dissolve emotional, because that is like toxic into the body. And this toxic, we call toxic emotional, actually feeding, it stimulates the potential cancer cell. It stimulates them. Now, kidney. So when you smile to the kidney, do the kidney sound, and see and feel any fear or phobia or trauma. Now, very important, you smile, you smile, you smile, and you train your mind. Okay? If you believe the mind, eye, heart, mind, eye, and heart power, we call E power. Mind and heart power can capture. Or we said, use the mind power holding a chi ball. Right? Now you train from the beginning, holding an energy ball. Because energy, no form. If I can use my mind, eye, intention, the power, and I hold the energy concentrate them into one energy ball, I can get the power. Okay, I can hold the power. It's so the same. When you smile to the kidney, you feel fear. You use the mind, eye, heart power, guide them down, and put them into the kidney collection point. Okay, that you capture the fear. Okay, now all the problem we have now is that the emotional, you let the emotional running wild. From one organ, when you're running wild and no control, it triggers out the other organ emotional. So it triggers out emotional by emotional, we call a negative emotional multiply. Okay? Like if we come up to this level of angry, jealous, envy, when you have too much, it becomes what? Hatred, impatience, hastiness. And it go on and go on, and it keep on multiplying negative. And because they're running wild, okay, and they trigger out the other emotional. So now, a counteract of it is the heart. So you bring them out into the collection point, and you activate the heart. So we need heart, because the heart always store love, joy, happy, appreciation. It's always stored there. Love, joy, happy, appreciation. And we believe that love can help us dissolve everything. That's a simple one. So when you aware the love and you bring the love down, it's the mind now. It's the mind power. You bring down into the collection point, and you use love, joy, happiness, spinning, and you fuse the fear and the phobia and trauma with love, joy, happiness, you transform it. You see? When people are so fearful, what you do? Slap them, or you go in with love and hug them, keep them warm. Fear makes people very cold. So with love, with joy, the fear starts to dissolve. Okay? And so heart itself, a negative part we have hatred. Hatred is very bad emotional. But we are come into this world, we are living in a very hatred society. Okay? And so many conflict in different idea, different belief, and we cannot accept each other. Okay? Because all the big religions is the number one programmer. And every big system, they want to install a whole separate operating system on the people. So once these operating systems are set, and the other system also want to install their own operating system. Big trouble, huh? I remember when the first time computer happen, and everybody want to write program, and everybody have no unified, so everybody have their own operating system, and all the program cannot run together. Okay, and that is the major part. So once we install one separate program, it cannot talk to another person, because totally entirely operating system, and we cannot talk to each other. No way to talk. Everybody in this world born with one natural, original operating system. That's it, everybody have. Okay? So all what you are learning now, all the energy system, all the pumping system, all the energy happening inside you, this is what you are. So all the meridian until now, many thousand years, is still using, and more and more and more and more. So love is the universal energy. Love combined with fear, it dissolves it. It balancing it, harmony it, and become one energy. Okay? Now, so you bring the love and the kidney into the Pakua. So you bring them in and combine in the center. Okay? You bring them in and combine to the center and feel them in the Pakua. So now Pakua come into play, become a mandala of energy mandala, and dissolve it. Okay? Now we come up to the liver. I look to the liver sound, and see deep into the liver any angry, jealousy, envy, frustration, guilty, bring them out. So the whole key is like a mind process, but it's real. Okay? The first thing, you set up a container to hold this liver energy. But in this process, we set up this liver container to bring out angry, jealousy, envy, frustration. If you don't do that, what happens? If you have too much liver, angry, frustration, it will come out and running wild and trigger out all the other emotional inner organ. It's just immense energy and cannot be controlled. Okay? So you bring them in and get the love, joy, happiness, feel them. Okay? And lungs, sadness, depression, grief, and you bring them down, and now you smile to the liver and collection point, and you're sending love, joy, happiness to neutralize them. So finally, you're bringing this energy. So liver and lung, one pair, wood and metal, they're killing each other. This is the two pair of fighting. Okay? So metal cut the wood, water put up the fire. But if you put them into the middle of the Pakua and use the heart energy to neutralize them. So now you are changing inside you. You're changing inside you. emotional, you're changing them. And you feel them together. And now the last one is the spleen, worry, anxiety, mistrust. And you bring them to the Pakua and you feel them with love, joy, happiness. So finally, we have all of them are filled into the, so 4, actually we have 5. So all the 5 energy all filled into the center. So if you think, it's just like my process, but when you work to a level, hey, I feel energy transforming inside me. So fusion is so amazing. You do for a while, emotional started to be gone. At night you sleep, don't do them too late at night, okay? And if you do them and you go to sleep, you transform the negative emotional, and now you sleep, you don't have much dream. You don't have much any bad dream and all this kind, you don't have it, okay? So when all these five things are dissolved into one energy, now your organ, so water and fire, one pair, you dissolve them, okay? They are daily enemy, but because I have the Pakua, they dissolve, okay? And metal and wood is a 2 daily enemy. Metal like to destroy the wood, but when you put them into the medium, this intermediate thing, and the heart help dissolve all this problem. You see the point? Okay? So some of them is quite, we the one that set it up so detailed. I mean, in the West, you make it so detailed. And we say, hey, he had price. He had 2 ego, a kind of thing, Now, when you get energy and the second, when you get this energy, dissolve and filled with your energy, the body have more energy. Because, so emotionally in the Tao, they look this way. Your organ has good energy, okay? And when we have emotional, you have to take your energy, turn into emotional energy. So you take your energy in the organ, turn them into negative energy. So you're losing energy. So you have no life force to make angry. So negative emotional have to take the organ, so that's why a simple theory, angry destroy the liver. Hatred eventually destroy the heart. Worry, anxiety are weakened down or destroying the spleen. Digestion, gone. Emotional are weakening the organs, but if you're reversing it, it takes a life force from the organ, turn into negative emotional, okay? And that is the key. So now, if you know that, hey, the negative energy is our life force, but turn to negative. So what can you do? You can turn this energy back into positive. And everybody talk about that. But this is the practice. That okay? Everybody can say, hey, turn your negative to positive. Be happy. Think positively. It's very simple. Huh? Think positive. Be happy. That is easy, huh? But that is the practice. Understand the organ emotional. Now we come to this level. But you are not go to holding the one totally in the Pakua, because this is 4 Pakua. Every places have one center. Every organ have one center. Every energetic point have a center. But where are you? Who? Now you have so many center, but you have to have what is the major main center. And the main center is what we are holding in it. Okay? And that is the center. From the navel to the back in the middle point. From here coming down, that is the major point. That's the center. You focus on the center. You are confused with solar plexus. Solar plexus, we haven't done anything yet. That's a whole big practice, solar plexus. It's a big practice for that. We haven't done anything yet. You are confused again. That center can transform good energy. Yesterday we do what? Take all the energy, good energy, earth energy, wood energy, everything, and coming in and feel here and spin from here and transform it. Yes? A pot, can you do anything? Put anything in what you want. Yes or no? So this mandala can transform, can filtering all the good energy, can also transform and filtering the negative energy. Yes, okay. Yes or no? Yes. Yesterday we talked about, hey, you sit down, you smile to a tree, and you collect them into the liver collection point and bring them to the Pakua and fill them. Now, though energy is what? Too raw. Hello? Understand what is raw energy? Why don't you just try to get a meat and vegetable and everything and blend together and inject into your body? Can you do that? It's too raw. It's too raw, understand? We say that it's a raw energy. You need to feel them. And now if you find the center, that is wherever, if you're doing here, you make a line here, make a line here, make a line here, make a line here, wherever intersection, that's the center. So that is the center you're going to focus. And when you focus on the center, that is the major energy going to go in. Okay? You only 1% only. You see, you have to be understand. Yeah. We have to decide where is the major center, right? So we are beginning by finding your center, and that is a major center. And from there, it starts to link to many. And those linking have, every small little one have their own center. But the major center, you spend 95%, and the other million center, you only take 1%. It's an awareness. It's awareness, okay? It's the awareness. So how many awareness you can have? So for me, I think the most easy for me to understand is the radar. Radar, when you send out a radar, how many degrees the radar have to detect? 360 degrees, right? Up and down, sauna, right? So when we expand out, it's 360 degrees. Now, awareness, when nothing is nothing, okay? When there's something, they pick up, and they don't know what is it. Only it coming up and it translates into the monitor. It translates into the monitor. And the monitor is who have to decide that. The consciousness. Now you watch the monitor, pick up from 360 degrees. Okay? So you can have so many cars and one tank. Now you have to be consciousness. What is it? And that is a conscious. Watch and decide what is it. Because you are 360 degree pick up thing. It's from everywhere, you don't know. So the conscious, so 95% on the consciousness and only 1% for that. Because this 360 degree pick up thing, we don't know what is it. Now, so they say that a consciousness have to learn. A person that reading radar, they have to go to school. That, yes or no? A big school. So we talk about the brain have to rely on the senses, what we see and what we hear, and I believe it. But the heart not depending on the senses, but we say the wave, or the thing you cannot see. That's the heart, we call the heart, the consciousness. But now, the Dantian, it put these two things together. Okay? Because the brain only can see, I believe. The heart, you don't see anything, but you feel it. You feel it is what something you don't see, but you feel it. That okay? The Pakua reflect only 5. So Kan is water, Li is fire, Zhen is the lightning and thunder, that is the tree, the green. And the Tui is the metal, the white. The earth, there is the earth. The earth is the spleen, pancreas, stomach. And so you don't confuse with the Pakua, and now we talk about, the Pakua is the mandala, that's it. It's getting energy for you, filter the energy. So energy pattern, it's just like a circuit. And now when the detail finish, now you only remember that this Pakua pattern is how you take the energy and refine them, like digestion and absorption and elimination. That's all. This is the pattern, and how you form a pattern. And the pattern represents what? Yeah. And now this pattern is how you take energy, refine them, and put them into the cordial. That's all. When we form them, it gives you a detail. You have to, when you're programming, you have to program very detailed. If you don't go detail, you cannot do it. And I tell you, when you program it, you forget it. That's it, you forget it. You only know that, hey, this Pakua only an energy pattern, that's all. And just remember, the Pakua are taking the energy and filter the energy for you. That's all. And the rest, you forget it now. Because after we come back, we do this again. You are programming that Pakua inside you, and hence the Pakua. And when you're going to construct a machine, it's very detailed. And when you finish it, all you do is turn it on and turn it off and dial the frequency, finish. All right? Yeah. So this one is like a machine, and the job is what? The job is what? Take energy, fill them together, refine them. That is the job. Water element, you can specify them to take in a water power. And this fire pattern, mandala, the qua, it will specify is the DNA of the fire power. Okay? And this one is a green power, is the lightning thunder in the natural power. So the Tao always look at it, hey, if you have a raining and thunder, the most important thing is where you should supposed to be high. Under the tree. Okay? And the mountain, the can and the tree is the taking in the metal power and the earth. So now it's connecting to the 5 elements. That's it. And the other tree is not, we just make it complete. But that is the pattern that we are doing. Okay? Kan, Li, Zhen, Tui, Kun, Ken, Kun, and Ken. That's all. So now, when you finish the pattern, all you remember that this pattern will take in energy, and they need to digest the energy, and they need to absorb the energy. And when they digest and absorb energy, now become your energy. Is that okay? Forget the detail. Now if you go to the next level, the job changes again. The job description changes again. You only need to know that this is the job description of this Pakua. And when you spin, you just have to find one line straight, one line straight, one line straight, one line straight. 8 pattern coming here is right in the center here. That's all. So that's the center. If you want more detail, how you get it, now you have to figure out. This is, finding a center is no need the rocket scientist to do that. Just focus on it and put your mind in the one dot. And when you fix your mind there, your mind focus. That was the key. Okay? Why? Focus on one dot, because our mind are wandering 47% all the time. You have nothing to focus, and you are focused on energy. Now the energy will make you more focused. And after you focus, something going to happen. Okay? But something happen, I don't want you to what? Your mind running on those something happen here. You don't want to. You're still going to focus on the energy center. Gather energy into the center. Now you're going to feel, oh, this light coming, this thing, I feel this and feel here. Don't worry, now it disturb you. You bring them all in to the collection point. You refine them and now become a pure energy for you. And that's the goal. Okay? This is the goal, what we're going to do. So focus on the goal. Okay?